A lot of people ask me, Hunter, how are you so motivated? How do you keep your motivation? And it's really not rocket science. It comes down to a few things, and I just want to run by what I do to you to see if it can help you out. So, one thing you first have to understand is, look, life is filled with ups and downs, right? We have our good days and we have our bad days. And so here is how I have managed to maintain my motivation, and that is understanding, first of all, that some days aren't going to be as productive as others, and have that expectation and know that when you have those days where you're tired or you just don't have the energy, that hey, it may not be a super productive day, right? That's all right, it happens. But what you can do is when you have those awesome days, you want to fully capitalize on them. You want to give it everything you've got, because that's when all the work and all the hard things seem easy, right? So when you have those great days where you're energized, you got enough sleep, you ate good food, you got your workout in, right? Capitalize and get those things done. And then what that does actually is that it extends that period of motivation, right? Because it's a snowball effect. You just keep building off of all the energy you're putting into that good day. And as you kind of figure out what you want to do, or maybe you found out what you want to do already, what's really great is there's nothing that you can really do to make money or so without providing value to people. And so what's great is, when you really fall in love with helping other people, giving them so much, and then seeing them come back and give you positive feedback and seeing the differences you're making in other people's lives, then that's motivating. It's a whole other level of motivation versus just I get this and I get that, right? So when you start to see, well, what I'm doing is really making a difference not only in my life but in other people's lives, you have a reason to wake up. And every morning, it's not just about you, it's about a bigger picture. And the more and more you do that, and the more people you help, it's going to keep that motivation flowing to a point where it's almost everlasting. And you're still going to have those days. There's going to be days you don't want to get out of bed. There's going to be days where you're not going to have the energy, but that's all right. You're human. You're not perfect. And so just understand that. Don't get down. We're pretty much, we don't want to get too high on the highs. We don't want to get too low on the lows. We're riding kind of a steady stream here. I like to get high on the highs, though. What can I say? But so look, motivation, again, it comes down to understanding that. It comes down to doing something bigger than yourself, having a purpose. And you might not know that right away, but what you can do to figure that out is try different things, experiment with different things, have new experiences, meet different types of people, travel, right? Get as many of those experiences as you can, and doors will open for you. And then finally, just stay consistent with it. Stay consistent with it. Fill up your schedule, right? I feel like sometimes I'm less motivated when I don't have as much on my daily list, right? So I fill up my schedule. I set up meetings. I list out the things I need to do, the top 3 things I need to do every day, and then a bunch of other things that if I get those top 3 things that are going to be most effective for my goal, I'll scatter those things in throughout the day too. So fill up your schedule, understand and the expectations you should have for yourself, that we're not perfect, and then finally, something bigger than yourself. But you know what else is motivation? Also helping yourself. That's not a bad thing. Use money as motivation. Use a car that you want as motivation. My motivation for the past month is we're going to get X amount of members at the gym, and when we get that, I'm moving into my own place. Well, you know what's crazy? An opportunity presented itself, and I'm already moving into my own place. So you put the energy into it, things will happen quicker than you ever imagined. So hopefully that helps, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.